The Senate President and some of his supporters make their way into the tribunal. A little later, hearing in the tribunal commenced, but an attempt by one of the counsel to the Senate President, Mr. Raphael Oluyede, to move an application he had earlier filed asking the chairman of the tribunal to step aside on the grounds of bias was rejected by the chairman of the tribunal because the prosecutor, Rotimi Jacobs, had told the tribunal that Oluyede is not a party in the suit and that the lead counsel for the defense confirmed to him that he was not aware of the application. At that point, the chairman of the tribunal, Mr. Umar Danladi, held that he was not going to entertain the application, saying that the application was utter rubbish coming from a busybody. Oluyede stood his ground that he had the right to file an application and address the court on it. An argument ensued, leading to the chairman of the tribunal to call on security operators to arrest the lawyer. Calm was, however, restored when the prosecutor, Rotimi Jacobs, pleaded with the tribunal. The lead counsel to Saraki, however, confirmed to the tribunal that he was in the know of the application and apologized for the face-off. After the mild drama, it was straight to the business of the day as another member of the defense team, Mr. Paul Osoro, continued the cross-examination of the prosecution witness, Michael Wedkas, on count 12 of the charge. Count 12 had alleged that the Senate President operated a bank account outside Nigeria where he transferred an average sum of $3.4 million to American Express Europe Limited for onward transfer to his card account with American Express Bank, New York, while as governor of Kwara State. He was also asked to point out the transaction in his exhibit that relates to count 12. He said it was the summation of the total transfer of the said account. Confronted with the figures, the witness says besides 3 huge transfers, other figures in the account were just charges, but that in the course of his work, he was required to give a summation of all the transactions in his report. He said he could not confirm if they form part of the total sum alleged in the charges against the Senate President until it is computed again.
I think gradually our own story is coming up. We are asking questions which also show the gaps in the prosecution story, and that's the most important thing. That's essentially what we have to do. But of course, I must mention the final determination is that of the tribunal.
I think it is not done anywhere where you cross-examine one witness for 1 week over an IPO tender document. I don't think it's in the best interest of justice.
The tribunal has adjourned to Wednesday, the 27th of April 2016. But it is not to bring a fresh witness, but to continue the cross-examination of the chief prosecution witness. Amaka Okafor, Channels Television News.